Erinnya lyange nze nava Nabatanzi Joani nga nange nesimbye okuvuganya ku ntebe ey'omukyala agenda okukiikira abakyala ba Wakiso District mu Parliament. Njagala okwongera okukaatiriza ensonga eyo mukama wange gy'ava okwogerako ey'ebipande. Ebipande mu bitundu by'Entebbe bw'otuuka mu kibuga ky'Entebbe oyinza okulowooza teriyo wa opposition n'omu eyeesimbyewo. Naye tutaddeyo ebipande byaffe era tuyina information, tuyina abantu baffe ku ground abali mu Entebbe omwo, Entebbe Katabi, Entebbe awo around State House, Entebbe Lunyo Palace. Nze nva mu lubiri lw'Entebbe awo we bazaala bamaama bange ne bakojja bange mu lubiri lwa Kabaka Kato Buganda Entebbe Lunyo. Abantu baffe weebali batugamba nti Mwami Museveni atusindikira abasindikira abantu be bajja bambadde mask okuva ssaawa 7 ogw'ekiro ne bapulakinga off ebipande byaffe. Naye tuweebuuza Mwami Museveni, otukalakasa okumala emyaka 40 otutyako ki? Fereka abantu batulabe tuli bantu bapya, lwaki okubagana? Tambula ogende mirembe, weesonyiwa ebipande byaffe. Emyaka gy'olina si gye tulina. Leka bannayuganda bategeere nti eriyo feesi empya ezizza okubawa essuubi. Lekera okubeera ng'okubagana okutuuka okwenkanaawo ng'osindika abantu bo abajja oba bajjaati oba baaki bajja bambadde obukookolo. Era Mwami Museveni twagala okutegeeza nti abantu baffe mu bitundu yonna beeyamye bagenda kukola amadaala amawanvu, ebipande byaffe babyongereyo, ojjo bikuulayo nga weebali beetegese. Tugenda kwekolamu omulimu twatandise dda. Abantu bo basindika okujja ebipande byaffe ng'okimanyi nti naffe twetegese. Thank you.
Is the issue of publicity or promotion in the middle of the campaigns, or in the campaigns. First, the KCCA invited us and was stopping our candidates from pinning up posters on electric poles and these solar poles of the KCCA. But then the next day we saw candidate Museveni's posters being pinned up all over the city. And then we are wondering, is candidate Museveni a candidate and others are not candidate? We don't know. When he was moving around, officially they started pulling down posters of other candidates. And then we are asking ourselves, why? We are told Mr. Museveni gets shivers when he sees a poster that is not his. Do they want to create an impression that he's competing alone? We don't know. At the time when we moved around Entebbe, we would actually think it is only him or the NRM candidates contesting. Today when you move around, there are gangs who move at night with trucks, removing posters of opposition candidates. And they are selective. But all over the night you see police vans moving around. None has ever been arrested. But if one picks on the post of Mr. Museveni or NRM, you'll face it. So that beats our understanding. That are we in a campaign or we are now officially on every position, those campaigning against the NRM, you are a peggy boy, a flower girl, or aspiring partner of those in the regime. I think it is about, you are going to see opposition people also putting people to sleep at night to protect their posters. Now if somebody beats up a guy who is removing his poster, what will be the case? But for us, we have told our people, don't fight with them. You see them clad in civilian wear, but those are guys wielding guns. So I think they want to get a trigger of causing violence, and then they kill our people. So we are appealing to police, play your role. Because when you tell the EC, they claim they're ignorant about what is taking place. We have seen again that Mr. M7 a few days ago was passing out soldiers. Again, the actions of Mr. M7 in the middle of the campaigns also do not create a free and fair environment in the elections. We are aware that he designed a constitution that what we call like a fitting to himself, that only helps the incumbent. Actually, at the time when they were writing that constitution, they had designed it in a way that someone had a limit or a time limit for being in office. First, there were term limits, that you can use this power of incumbency for 2 terms. That was removed in 2005. There was another safety valve, the age limit, which was removed recently. So now today, with the design of the incumbency in our constitution, it only reduces those competing with the incumbent as sparring partners. Those who follow boxing. In boxing, if a boxer is preparing, they bring some others to try and test him to see how prepared he is to face the real opponent. Now when you have a candidate who moves with 60 vehicles, guns and members in the middle of the campaign, who can actually, if he reaches in a district and they say, we are not going to give you a vote because you promised a school that you never delivered. In the middle of the campaign, he can call contractors and they start constructing the school. If they say road, Mr. M7 got many votes around Kiboga. Whenever the election time would come, in the middle of the elections, he would bring contractors and the equipment to say they are starting to construct the Busunju Hoima Road. So the people, the gullible population say, the man has paid. Now you saw, he gave out jobs. Because passing out soldiers, you're actually giving out jobs. In the last election, you saw him in the middle of the elections firing the referees of the game. He fired the EC in the middle of the elections and appointed others. Those who were appointed would actually work for him and not any other kind of candidate. So that kind of situation is frustrating many Ugandans. And I believe it is the reason why about 42% of the voters do not turn out on voting day. So we want to appeal to Mr. M7, who has become everything in his mind to put in his DNA, to put something called fairness. Because the state is with him, the money is with him, the meter is with him, the EC is with him, and everything. So even the little thing of moving around has been curtailed. And then somebody tells you, we are going to have a free and fair election. The other point and the last point I was asked to address what the UCC came out with. You know, you'd think it is a regulator. Again, it becomes a continuation of what I've been speaking about. Mr. Nyombi Tembo, who would call Honorable Nyombi Tembo, who everybody knows is an NRM cadre that was put at the helm of the UCC. On a number of times we are seeing him coming out with regulations that are actually meant to bend to help candidate M7 and the NRM. We've had them ask the journalists to register in the middle of the game. We have had him ask those having social media platforms which they think are actually very active in becoming like almost media houses to go and pick license. But then how do you license YouTube, which is based in California, and TikTok? All of us, whoever has a phone and a smartphone, I think today all those applications come on inbuilt. Even if you don't want, YouTube is on your phone. Even if you don't want, you have TikTok. So that kind of wanting licensing is to put you in a framework or in a perimeter where you can be arrested and be taken to jail. I think the most important thing is that what we must work on is improving on our governance, reducing on the bad things we do, because all they are scared of is any kind of bad publicity from the regime. Yensonga y'ebipande oba omuntu okwetunda mu campaign. Okusooka twali wano isi gunne abakesize ne batuwandiikira yanemane bategeeza nti omuntu akkirizibwa kussa bipande ku miti gy'amasannyalaze mu kibuga, tokkirizibwa kussa bipande okutimba bipande ku bisenge biki byonna byonna. Abantu baffe ne bawulira Mwami Museveni ng'abula ennaku 2 okwewandiisa, bwetoola emiti gyonna bassaako bipande bye, n'ebisenge bassaako bipande bye. Wali ewaabwe ku Kyaddondo badde basiba enguudo olunaku lulamba, naye ne bassa n'ebipande ne ku nguudo kwennyini wansi, nga poliisi weeri ekuba mu ngalo ng'eringa erabanga obubbebi bw'omugagga. Kakatubuuza amateeka gakolera ani? Kale tuvudde awayitanga entebe ng'oyinza okulowoozayo ebina ebirala tebeesimbyewo ne bagamba obiteekayo babijjayo. Kati olwaleero ekiro wali obutukutuku obutambula ng'omulimu gwabyo okugenda nga basikawo ebipande ebitali bya yero. Mwami Museveni n'atambula nga akalukada atya okutuuka era basikangayo ebipande by'abantu. Bwe babisikangayo ne tubabuuza lwaki, nti omukulu awulira nga pressure zimuyitamu bwe lwalaba ebipande ebitali bya yero. Kakati gatuzimbye ensi ng'erina omuntu ogwo gwe tulina okusanyusa. Naye twagala okugamba poliisi kola omulimu gwo, kubanga ekintu ky'ebipande ebyo naddala ffe opposition obusente embeera nzibu twabawudde mwataddewo n'etteeka erizibuwaza ngeri ki omuntu gyakuŋŋaanya sente. Nti wofuna akasente kange n'enkuba ekipande kyange kireke ekikaddeyo bukaddiyo. Nenze bw'okiyuzaawo sina sente gye nziba sente. Mwenno mulina omukisa n'okubba nga teri abagambyeko. So nti ebipande ebiyinza okuleeta akatabanguko ng'abantu bajja okwerwana okukuba ebipande byabwe, oluusi basaye nga babisikawo balina emmundu batte abantu baffe naye ng'omuntu attiddwa afudde lwakwerwanako. ekyo kye twetwagala okuyisaawo okutegeeza bannansi ne poliisi nti tukiraba kirimu omukono gwa security okusika ebipande byabo abavuganya ekibiina kya Mwami Yoweri Kaguta Museveni.